Are we here? Are we alive? Are you here? Am I here? Are we actually here? Is Elden Ring here? Let's get some game audio real quick. There we go. Hello, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Hi, Lumi here, and welcome back to more Elden Ring, where last time we were exploring the mountaintops of the giants. We fought a bunch of bosses. We finished all of the related questline stuff up there, and now we're kind of just in this phase where we just need to clear out the remaining bosses of the mountaintops of the giants, and then we'll be ready to go to the Halig tree now that we have both halves of the medallion for the lift, so that will be very, very exciting. Welcome into stream, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all around. Hello to Melissa. Hello to my lovely partner and amazing wife, Moon, who says that she might actually be at her Ko-fi goal amount or close, but anything extra helps depending on how much the mechanic option I go with charges. I see. And of course, welcome in any lurkers, VOD watchers. Hope you're all having a good one. I'm doing pretty okay, all things considered. And I say all things considered because the weather has started heating up a bunch as we approach the beginning of summertime here in the southern hemisphere. And, oh boy, yeah, I am not looking forward to summer streams. Honestly, just the worst thing ever. Because I'm sitting at my PC, and my PC's generating heat, so I gotta have the cooler going non-stop, and also, like, gotta have a fan going as well so that I don't die from overheating. But otherwise, I'm doing pretty okay. I've had an alright day, and I'm just excited to play more Elden Ring. I might be a little bit slower today, just because, you know, the heat, and also I'm feeling a teensy tiny bit tired, so yes, if it takes me a while to read through some item descriptions or respond to chat messages, then there's your excuse. There's the excuses. But yes, pretty much today we're just wrapping up as many bosses that are remaining here at the mountaintops of the giants as possible, which there aren't all too many that left from what I understand. Alright, let's boot up our save file and let's continue on our adventure. There we go, we are here at the First Church of Marika, where we had a conversation with Melina, kind of talking about the war against the giants that happened at some point. You know, obviously in the past. And why did I mark that there? Oh, because that was an Everjail, right? And I said I was too tired. I didn't, like, feel like doing any Everjail bosses, and I was too tired to, like, read any more item descriptions. So let's make that the first thing that we do in stream here. Why do I have a... oh, right, I have marker 1 down there at the map. Yes, we should also go and get the map as well. And that will help me to navigate around and deal with the remaining bosses here at the mountaintops. I feel like my throat is, like, I don't know how to put it, clogged maybe? To me, my voice sounds slightly different, but I don't know. Could just be all in my head, for all I know. We're gonna just ignore the doggos? Frog in your throat? Potentially. Hey Alex, it's lovely to see you around. Tonight we're pretty much just wrapping up the remaining bosses and mountaintops of the giants. I don't think we'll get to them all. Because from what I understand, there's like a decent bit left to go. If I was speedrunning it, then I could absolutely get the rest of this region done in a couple of hours, but this is a Lumi playthrough. You're not here to watch me progress through the game at incredibly quick pace. You're here to watch me crawl through it. Just like how these little goobers crawl. Alright, Lord Contender's Everjail. Why is it always tarnished? Visions of madness. Sadness ahead. Alright, let's go. the rest of the eastern half here before long? Yeah. Alright. We're warned of a tarnished, so an invasion? Oh, it's Vike, I see. But technically this is the second time that we've fought Vike. Yeah, Vike without the madness build up. Yeah, NPC invaders hate dash attacks, so I'll just keep doing dash attacks. And uncharged Ordovis' Vortex. Not you out of flasks, it's over for you. There we go. And I believe that Vike is the one on the cover of Elden Ring, like his armor. There we go, Vike's Dragon Bolt, Fingerprint Helm, Armor, Gauntlets, and Greaves. I'm actually kind of glad that I saved this till this stream, because feels like to me this is pretty important stuff. This is literally John Elden Ring. I know Vargrim is John Elden Ring, but Vike is also John Elden Ring. They're both John Elden Ring. Alright. Fingerprint Greaves. Iron Greaves singed and blistered by fingers. Worn by Vike, Knight of the Round Table Hold. No other tarnished was closer to the throne of the Elden Lord than Vike, but without announcement, Vike traveled far below the capital and was scorched by the flame of frenzy. Did he make his choice for his maiden, or did some other force lure him with suggestion? And Gauntlets is the same, Armor's the same, and Helm is the same. And then Vike's Dragon Bolt. Incantation of Vike, Knight of the Round Table Hold. Summons a red lightning to bolster both the caster's body and their armament held in the right hand. Enchants armament with lightning affinity attacks and increases maximum equipment load. However, lightning damage negation will be reduced. Of all the knights, Vike the Dragon Spear was the one Lanciax loved the most. So Lightning Spear would have nuked him? Yeah, I see. We killed Lanciax, sadly. That was the sister dragon of Fortisax, I believe. So, yeah, I guess they're both resting in peace together. And actually, we have enough faith to use this. So, that's cool. I guess I could give it a try. Oh wait, no, but I can't enchant Ordovis' Greatsword, never mind. God, I wish we had the Night Rain changes. I would love to be able to enchant Ordovis' Greatsword, but I got the Knight's Greatsword for, like, generic enchants and, like, customizable stuff as well. That's probably why it's good to have, like, the two great swords, because one is customizable, one is just, like, if I need to nuke something with Ordovis' Vortex, then I have that as an option. Anyway, so, yeah, people did kind of mention this a little bit ahead of time. I think it was last stream or one of the prior streams, but, yeah, the description here talks about, yes, how Vike, basically went for the Frenzied Flame ending, or was trying to. And really uses the spell because it takes up a weapon and body buff. Only costs with a buffable weapon, and equip load increase is kind of pointless. Oh, hard agree with, yeah, the last point especially. Yeah, equip load doesn't, like, this is Modern Souls. You just need medium roll, and that's kind of it. And you're fine. And that's really easy to achieve since you're going to be leveling endurance anyway. Like, for pretty much whole builds. Okay. Let me look at Vike's War Spear again. We did reread that item description a while ago. It's just like, okay, now that I have the full context of Vike's story, I'm gonna definitely end up scrolling past it. It's around here. Oh my god, where is it? There it is. Vike's War Spear. War Spear singed and blistered by fingers. Used by Vike, Knight of the Round Table hold. Like Vike himself, it has been tormented by the yellow flame of frenzy from within. So, like, canonically, whatever is in the Everjails have been locked away in there. Because we've seen this with Godfroy, we've seen it with Blythe, we've seen it with, Darien, I think, which was the Bloodhound Knight that we killed, in Limgrave. So yeah, I guess he inherited the Frenzied Flame and then got locked away, understandably so. And I guess tried to invade us at some point. Darrowil was the dog's name. Oh. Right, I see. Darrowil is a traitor. I remember that line from Blythe. Also, min-maxing your build around having a temporary buff to meet equip load thresholds is not a gimmick many care to entertain. No, absolutely not, unless you're, like, really going for some sort of meme setup. Like, if you want to, I guess. But, yeah, this is the Cover Knight armor, I believe. It's really, really cool to realize that the cover art of Elden Ring is probably Vike when he gave in to despair, like, because it's, like, him stabbing his sword into, like, I don't know what, like an enemy or Never Tarnished. I need to look at the artwork again. Also, this armor definitely does remind me of, Dark Souls, because like, especially Dark Souls 3. There's literally a hole in the chest piece there. And it says if your endurance is 50, and you still need a bit of equip load, there's probably a lot of better things to equip or compromise on than a weird temporary buff. Because it's literally talismans for equip. There is a talisman for equip load, and yeah, you could just change around your equipment a little bit, maybe. Like, you don't need to carry 3 different ultra great swords on you at once. for instance, not calling out anyone in particular. You don't need to do an Elon Musk build and carry 2 different great shields so that you're heavy rolling. Like, oh. Speak for yourself, I do. That's awesome. I'm just imagining, like, wearing really heavy armor and then equipping 3 different ultra great swords. Or even 6 ultra great swords. Regular shields, but it was a full goat coster. Oh, I see. I thought they were great shields. Still, I think, like, I assume the reason why he had 2 shields equipped is just because of different damage negation on each of them, but it's like, come on. You're heavy rolling. That's like the #1 no-no. The Frost Shield might as well be a great shield. I mean, with how fucking massive that Dorito chip of a shield is, yeah, it might as well be. It's just a Dorito chip, I can't unsee it. It's such a cool looking shield. But I just wish it was a little bit smaller. And then I would consider using it. I don't want to carry around a massive fucking medium shield. Like, the aesthetics matter. To me, the aesthetics matter. I guess I could try on this armor. See what it looks like. I'm just looking at the description again. None of Tarnished closer to the throne of Elden Lord than Vike, but fat announcement. Vike traveled far below the capital and was scorched by the flame of frenzy. Did he make his choice for his maiden, or did some other force lure him with suggestion? Small frost shield might have went hard. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much Vike went through what we're going through right now with Shabriri being like, hey, like, you want to save Melina, don't you? Let chaos take the world! Etc., etc. Alright, let me try on this armor. I just gotta find all the pieces. Yeah, I gotta throw on the fire prelate armor, absolutely. Man attempts to present a compelling argument and then screams, "Ah! May chaos take the world!" I mean, maybe he's trying to convince you with peak voice acting. I feel like I keep scrolling past it. It's literally the armor of the hole in the chest. There it is. Okay. Let's see. I'll turn on my lantern just for a bit of light. Yeah, this kind of feels like almost an altered look of like the Dark Souls 3 Knight armor. I like how it looks. But also, I'm just gonna go back to my Crystal Tree armor. Alright. I guess let's check out... Alright, this is the Sorcerer's Rise. We should probably do that. There's a ton of things to do here around here still. There's also all these hot air balloons I gotta pop. Because they provide a decent amount of runes. And you know me, I love using my consumable runes. I use them all the time. I love eating my runios. Forgot what value of runes they drop. I mean, at least the ones in Liurnia were decent. We'll have to see how good they are at this point in the game, though. Just after I deal with the marionettes here. Then use tier 6. Yeah, which was like really good at the time. Probably just 2 hands. Right, can I throw the lightning spear this far? No. It's not that far range. Oh, okay, no, 12 is fine. I'm completely happy with that. And also, like, these don't respawn, so... I guess I might as well get rid of them anyway, while I'm here. And yeah, I want to do the Sorcerer's Rise here, which I already know the solution for. There is an invisible bridge on the other side of the Sorcerer's Rise. I think other than Vike, there's like maybe 2 bosses left to do here in Mountaintops of the Giants. Of course, there's like a boss guarding the Forge of the Giants, which is like main story progression, which... yeah, we'll do that fight. We just won't go to the Forge of the Giants just yet. Because I know that then leads into another area, and it's like, I'd rather just do Halig Tree before then. And hey, maybe we can meet Melania as a Christmas gift. Or Mikola, or both. No, they fell. I didn't get to grab their loot. I was saying when I posted my stream schedule yesterday, but yeah, temperature's getting a lot hotter as summer approaches here in Australia, so these streams might be a little bit shorter, like, across the summer months. Just because fuck summer, especially Australian summer. Falling snow marks something unseen. And there's your hint. And look, there's player messages floating in the air. So you have to go into that side to get up here. It's like the Crystal Cave in Dark Souls 1. The question is whether it's... I mean, it's a bridge. It would just be a straight path, but... I swear if it had like a turn or two... If only I had a trio. Alright, hot air balloon up here. Oh, no, can I not hit that? Okay, I think I need to pull out a bow for this one. Or maybe if I get closer? Oh, nope. We'll put this one here. I'm gonna have to equip a bow, I think. Because... Okay, ow, no, never mind, Gurunk the goat. Showing you how it's done. Why throw a lightning spear? Just throw a goddamn boulder at it. Okay. Likely sleep. Yeah, just having a little sleep. Don't worry about it. Yeah, rock beats flying. Gives now Pokemon type charts to our advantage. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is pop along to... there. I mean, we might as well get the map and then backtrack. I don't want to do the Sorcerer's Rise, but we just have to fast travel to the other side to do that. There's a Grace here. I did have a look at, like, an online map to just see, like, all the other notables in the area, and there's really not that much. There's another Church of America for another silver, or not silver tier. Sacred tier. And there's the Hero's Grave that we can go to. Which Hero's Grave dungeons can go either one of two ways. It's either just kind of or it's a pain in the ass. At least from the ones I've experienced thus far. I think I'm pretty resilient when it comes to the cold, but I cannot handle heat at all. I just get, like, the worst headaches, and I get really moody when it's, like, super hot. I would much rather be freezing to death than dying from heat. Might as well clear out all these enemies, like, once. This doesn't count for all bosses, but I could say that I killed most enemies. I'm waiting for when I press the wrong buttons to like do Elden Ring stuff because I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise off stream. In between the stream series with Moon. Because Rise is fun. Alright, so we just looped back around here. Which means I was pretty thorough. There's the Lord Contender's Ever Jail, that's also an interesting detail there. Oh wait, I need to remove that marker before I get to use this anymore. Yeah, let's go get the grace, let's go get the map, and then we can do any backtracking for the Sorcerer's Rise. Gaming during summer sucks. It's just, it's the worst season to be a gamer. Without a doubt. Alright, hi fire monks. Hopefully I get a bunch of smoldering butterflies, thank you. Huh, okay, there's a little castle here. A lot of fire monks. I mean, understandably so, it literally makes sense in lore why they're up here. Will they be guarding the giant's flame? The flame of ruin. That is their purpose. And I'm like, hey, I'm here to commit some blasphemy. Actually, this would be a perfect encounter to use Rykard's Great Rune. Or like the, whatever it's called, the, not Taker's Cameo. Actually, no, I think it's Taker's Cameo. The Rykard Talisman. Perfect for these kind of gank fights. And I can confirm I am still thinking about Rykard's silly voice lines these days later after having fought him. We're together! Oh no, no, no. We will devour the gods! Together! Damn, I missed. Well, it doesn't matter. Yes, fall up the mountain, please. Are they just sitting? And I'm here doing what America wants me to do, you know, killing and pillaging, that's... Come on. See ya. Bye! Body disposed of. That's a no different after all. Yeah, that's part of the item description of, I think it's Rykard's Talisman, am I? Yes, I'm remembering correctly. I just want to look at it anyway, because I forgot what it was called in the first place. I keep scrolling past it. I'm really good at scrolling past talismans or just things in my inventory. There it is. Yeah, okay, it was Taker's cameo. Yeah, when Rykard turned to heresy, taking by force became the rule. The gods themselves are no different, after all. Which, that's a truth nuke. Guardian's Garrison. Okay. Oh, hi, Flame Guardian. Gosh. Charge Forth is sometimes annoying to deal with. Circling around ahead and short turn back. And yet I'm going to do it anyway. And then on subsequent playthroughs, I'll read that message again to myself and I'll be like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it again anyway. I'm gonna waste my own time. I mean, there's a rhymed Roa and a smoldering butterfly. It wasn't a complete waste of time. Lumi, are you ever going to use those crafting materials? The butterflies, yes. The Roa, no. Let us devour the gods together! I really did not expect him to sound like that, but it makes sense being, you know, consumed by an immortal serpent and all. Hi, Rat. You programmed not to attack me? I just had to check. Hi, Flame Guardian. I'm so good at PvP, but only against the NPCs. It's so easy when you can two-shot them after all. Oh, Smithing Stone 7? Hell yeah. Time for Ruin, butthole. That's rude. Oh, short castle, nice castle. Yeah, hey, 2 peas in a pot. We do be exploring. And hey, Looney, it's lovely to see you around as well. We took on the Round Table Knight Vike, and we've obtained the cover art armor now. I don't know why their NPCs dressed like that. They have the Erdtree Guardian Mask, as if they're that kind of entity. Yeah, interesting. I mean, like, they have, you know, tarnished proportions. I wonder if they were potentially tarnished. Like, the idea of a tarnished becoming so enamored by the Flame of Ruin that they devote their life to protecting it. Like, that doesn't sound too absurd to me. And they get Inescapable Frenzy. I don't know then, actually. I do actually have the Flame of Frenzy equipped. So, I mean, we could find out. Yes, they're NPCs. Okay, yeah, so... I guess if we take gameplay as the word of God, then they would be tarnished. But there wasn't... No, there is more to explore here. Hey Sharks, best of luck with your exams. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, it feels like there's more here. We could only do it to other tarnished or tarnished-based NPCs. Yeah, I believe that... I think... Does the item description of one of the frenzy-related items talk about that? I think it says, like, only humanoids. But I might be wrong about that. Yeah, it looks like we can get over there somehow. Like, Torrent, please save me, Torrent. I do know that there's more here, right? Yeah, there's definitely more here. Oh, wait. I didn't go this way, did I? I definitely have not. That clears things up. Go Chief Guardian Arganthe. Ow, that hurts. I think we're gonna take a death here. Yep. I got frame trapped. I mean, I didn't mash roll hard enough, I guess, for my getup. Okay, run it back. I'll just get on Torrent and... Oh wait, no, I'm gonna get kicked off Torrent, aren't I? Or only get kicked off Torrent once I go in there. Seen that spell work that way? Okay. I mean, if it's a skill issue on my behalf, I'll own it, you know? I am not one to ever blame the game in most scenarios. I definitely could have done something. Alright, well... I guess we can just kind of speed through here and get the run back. I don't know why, but I was like expecting them to pull out a sword or something, and I was gonna go and parry it, which is why I swapped to one-handing. That didn't happen. And I don't know why I expected that. Like, these are Guardians of the Flame. They're not gonna pull out little daggers infused with fire. Okay. Just need to go to the drop down, which is around here. Oh, that could have been close. I mean, it's not a Lumi Elden Ring stream with... Wait, lever required to help? I guess we can go that way as well, huh? Wait, no, but that's where we've been before. Yeah. There's no point. I guess I'll go through here and kill these two, because I got a flask refill. Alright, let's run this back. I'll turn off lock on and then like do my, yeah, you know, reverse backstep attack. Now I'm doing PvP. I was kind of hoping they'll be stupid enough to run into a fully charged Ordovis' Vortex. Okay, there we go. We got the one-eyed shield. Yippee! Yeah, I guess we can go along there, but first I want to check here. Like, I mean, I guess I can drop down there if I want to, like, get down a little bit faster. Although sliding down the ladder isn't too much of a difference. Time for something incredible. Oh, rump, therefore oh, god, yeah, it's more sex jokes. Okay, alright, let's just open the chest and go. Giant's Prayer Book. Awesome. You know what? Yeah, let's take a look at our descriptions. Starting with the Giant's Prayer Book, which we will give to Muriel. Giant's Prayer Book. Prayer book that contains the secrets of the fire giants, kept hidden by the prelates who monitor the giant's flame. Can be given to a learned cleric to gain access to the following incantations. Giant's flame, take thee, and flame fall upon them. Okay. Yeah, it hurts a lot if you hit someone with it. This is the best melee weapon in the game. Hit people with the head with the book. Okay. So I'm guessing those are the incantations of the Guardian that we just fought. Yeah, so we'll go hand those over to Muriel, and I guess we'll look at the item descriptions and see if I could potentially learn one of those, if they, like, interest me. Alright. And then we have the One-Eyed Shield. Tricksome shield made from white stone depicting a malformed one-eyed god. The barrel of a firearm pokes through the open mouth. Once worshipped by the giants, this evil deity is believed to have been slain by Queen Marika. And the unique skill is Flame Spit. Ready the shield, then launch a fireball from the barrel. The fireball explodes on impact. Okay, cool. Yeah, 36 strength. It's just your standard kind of great shield, but it's got a gun attached to it. It's a gun. Or a cannon might be a better way of putting it, but a gun shield sounds funny. So let's go with that. Alright. Seems logical to me. Hey Julie, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. We're going about some more slow-paced exploration here in Elden Ring, and also learning some bits of lore here, especially about the giants, who we have learned bits and pieces about the giants throughout our journey, but finally this is the part of the game where we actually get some more concrete answers of what the hell was going on with the giants. Alright. I wonder if this deity actually is evil, or if it's just, like, racism doing its thing again, because, like, it wouldn't be the first time From Software have done storylines about how the giants are, you know, suppressed and a minority. Like, that's kind of the whole thing with the giants in Dark Souls. They're a minority that gets, like, genocided and enslaved and all that shit. It's terrible. I mean, I kind of had that expectation going in of like, oh, like, are the giants truly innocent? Who knows? Anyway, that's that done with. So you see the giant, I think you'll know why. I mean, I've seen the skulls of, like, giants and whatnot. They're fucking massive. It's funny that item descriptions typically being neutral describe this one god as specifically evil. There are some item descriptions that, like, clearly have some bias to them. Yeah, generally they try to remain neutral, but there's a lot of exceptions where it's like the narration for the item description is like, oh, Staff of the Guilty, hell yeah. I joined the giant. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I was actually hoping that we would get that staff drop. Not to use it, no, of course not. Me leveling intelligence in a Souls game? Who do you think I am? I only need 1 point of int to cast a basic sorcery. Oh my god. Did you see that trade? That was absolute gaming. Okay, there we go. I hate fighting these fuckers in Night Rain. They are pain, to say the least. Oh, did we get another staff of the guilty? No, never mind. Could you imagine if we got both? Actually, okay. Let's just wait till we're out of this camp and we can take a look at it. Thanks to the gold scarab, we also get a ton of runes just by, like, clearing out these camps. Firemonk Greaves, Fire Blossom. Alright, seems like we're pretty much done here. That's Scarab. Hold up! Oh, yeah. Yeah, could throw a lightning spear, but we've learned today that my character can throw a boulder a lot better than she can a spear. And we got Prelate's Charge from that, which... I want to see what we could actually put that on. Because there's no way I could, like, put that on a basic Oss sword. That'd be really silly if you could. Alright, yep, seems like everything's all clear here. Alright, let's just take a look at our two things. Ash of War Prelate's Charge. This Ash of War grants an armament the Flame Art affinity in the following skill. Prelate's Charge. Slam armament into the ground to create a surge of flames, then charge in. Hold to continue the charge. Usable on large and colossal axes and hammers. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So thank goodness you can't use it on a sword, because that would be kind of cursed. I've not heard of the Flame Art affinity before, though. I guess that's just a subcategory of fire affinity. Alright. And then we have Staff of the Guilty. A heretical staff fashioned from a smoldering, withered sapling that turns the blood of sacrifices pierced by it into glintstone. Similar to hex magic. Sorceries are scaled with faith rather than intelligence when wielding this staff, which enhances thorn sorceries in particular. Wait, I can use this? I can use this! Strength and faith? Oh, I see. Not like I could really cast anything with it. Well, that's funny. It boosts Thorn Sorcery and also causes slight bloodlust buildup. That's cool, and it's also infusible. Has Stave's strength scaling affected the spell buff? If only. If only. Putting the blade and spell blade? I don't know. Is the strength gonna do, like, bonking people with the stuff? I guess so, because you can bonk people with staves. And, like, Souls challenge runners will start foaming at the mouth at the idea of doing a challenge run of only bonking things with the staves instead of casting. Because I've seen that kind of challenge run all the time. Okay. Let's head across the bridge here, and there's another Grace, actually. Which is where we could take out for a stretch and hydrate break. So these look like actual giants here. And there's some trolls around. Anyone remember Dark Souls 2? Like the chain from the, Crown of the Old Iron King DLC. Oh, nice, there's a map as well. Perfect! This should make navigation a whole lot easier. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, so this is the entirety of the mountaintops of the giants. And I'm guessing that's like the Halig tree or whatever over that way, maybe? The Guidance of Grace is, yeah, taking us down to, like, here. I guess that's the forge. There's a church there. Obviously it looks like we can get over to that hero's grave now. There's a bunch that we can do. Let's take a look at the map description while we're here. Map, Mountaintops of the Giants East. Map of the eastern mountaintops of the Giants. The remote, desolate eastern summit is the highest point in all of the lands between, overlooking even the Flame Peak to the south. Okay. I'm guessing that's, yeah, that's that there. Alright, let me get a level up here. We'll just dump another point into Faith. I'll catch up in chat and we'll take a stretch and hydrate break. And we'll backtrack to get the Sorcerer's Rise. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Moon, for your deleting spoilers. Alex says that few people who bother using Thorn Source will go out their way to grind that stuff you got. Oh, I see. Shark says, I was playing Dark Souls Remastered yesterday, getting my butt kicked. Yeah, Dark Souls Remastered can definitely be tough, especially if it's your first time playing. To me now, I could play that game in my sleep. It's the baby game. But, you know, that's because, like, I've been through it countless times already. You mean the turtle dude? What turtle dude? You're talking about Muriel? Oh, I don't know when that message was sent, but I'm assuming that's when around I was talking about crossing over the giant iron chain there from... Well, you know, I was saying like, oh my god, it's a reference to Dark Souls 2, the Crown of the Old Iron King DLC, because you also cross a big iron chain. Anyway, this is the Giant's Graves post. And that makes sense. Look at all of them. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a little stretch and hydrate break. I'll see you all in a couple of minutes, and when we get back from the break, we'll do some backtracking, and then we will just keep exploring the eastern mountaintops of the Giants, and... I mean, at this rate, yeah, it feels like... Oh, wait, no, we also need to backtrack to Muriel, so I guess when we come back from the break, we'll do a little bit of backtracking, because we need to hand over the prayer book to Muriel, because I want to check out those incantations. So yeah, a bit of backtracking, and then a bit more progress ahead. So I'll see you all in a couple minutes. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Make sure to grab yourselves a snack and a drink if you can / want to, and I'll be back in a few minutes with some more Elden Ring. I'll see you all then. Okay, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. It's always appreciated. Yeah, I'm really putting the hot and hot lady night right now, because god, the temperature's killing me. But I'm still feeling alright to keep streaming, at least for the time being. So let's do some backtracking. Let's get some stuff out of the way, and then we can continue forward with more exploration of the mountaintops. Alright. Let's start by first doing the Sorcerer's Rise. So we go from Disgrace, the freezing lake, I think. Yeah, then we like go around to where one of the bridges cuts off, which is this one. Welcome back, thank you, Lumi. I believe the Sorcerer's Rise doesn't even give a memory stone, so it really doesn't matter for our character, but like, you know how it is. I care about item descriptions and all that, so... Well, I gotta. I'm contractually obligated. Okay. It's time to take the plunge, you won't die. I guess I'll just kill these skelly boys and gals real quick. Because they annoy me. Literally no other reason. You know, I supposedly claim to support those who live in death rights, but as soon as they start attacking me, I'm whipping out the Sacred Blade Nagakiva. They're gone. They're toast. Beat me, always slacking on picking up the stones. Once you maxed out on Memory Stone, your brain's gonna go comically large. Sword and board ones drop their shields, but not their sword. Huh, interesting. Yeah, let me get on Torrent, so I can, like, jump up here. Yes, I can. Cool. Hidden path ahead. Try jumping. There we go. And now I just have to... But supposedly you're meant to be able to see, like, the snow landing on the bridge? I don't see it. Yeah, I do not see this effect of, like, the snow landing on the bridge. They did that kind of effect in Dark Souls 1 with the Crystal Caves. I don't see the snow either. Yeah, so... the only way that you would figure this out is if you just, like, I guess, saw that the bridge was cut off and... like, if you're not playing in online mode. You just see the bridge is cut off, so you're like, okay, I guess I'll just walk along here, I guess, since this is right here. Shame the sword looks to be one of the least poop-covered skeleton weapons. Alright, we just hold forward, I guess? Oh, no, we don't just hold forward, because it looks like there's a bit of a turn. Would this be alive? Yeah, oh god, we have to make a turn here. Question is, when do I make the turn? Now, I guess? Seek up, okay. Oh, wait, actually, I can see the effects now. Nice. Seal in the Rise is opened. Right, yeah, thanks, Marionettes. Lovely to see you around. I hear more of them around. I forgot it was called the Heretical Rise. I'll have to see what items we get here, if that would potentially get some clues as to why it's called that. Oh, yeah, okay, so the door's open, obviously. So we can just head on up to the top, grab our loot, and go. And then we're gonna go to our favorite dog, Muriel, who will tell us that all things can be conjoined. Honestly, one of my favorite voice lines from him. Conjoined D's. Got him. Oh, you fucker. Was there another one here? No? Okay. Ooh, the Founding Reign of Stars. That is a legendary sorcery, which we need for all Steam achievements, though. Good that we did this anyway. What do the people say? Liarhead? Well done. The Wary of Resignation. Okay. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, the Chivo, exactly. Founding Reign of Stars. The eldest primeval sorcery, said to have been discovered by an ancient astrologer. A sorcery of legendary status. Summons a dark cloud of stars overhead. Shortly after, the cloud will release a violent deluge of star rain. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Charging increases potency. Thought to be the founding glintstone sorcery. The glimpse of the primeval current that the astrologer saw became real, and the star's amber rained down on this land. Thank you for the patties, Kaz. Hope you're doing alright. Okay, so this is like the origins of glintstone. A glimpse of the primeval current that the astrologer saw became real, and the star's amber rained down on this land. Okay. Well, you can thank that astrologer for sorceries existing. 52 intelligence, by the way. I don't care. Also, interesting. Number held, 1 of 99. Not that there's any reason to, collect 98 more copies. But I just thought about that for a second. I'm like, you only need 1. But I guess if you really wanted to, like, cheat it in, or just have people drop it for you, you could max it out. You could be like, yeah, I have 99 of these. Still not very well respected. Said to be nerfed in the 1.09 patch notes. It actually wasn't. Huh, okay. So when you mean well respected, Alex, do you mean like as in it's shit or it's annoying to deal with in PvP? How far are you? Hello, Ominous Trout. We are here exploring the mountaintops of the Giants right now after having completed Lanedell and the Volcano Manor storyline. I guess it's mostly shit. I mean, no wonder they made it like a passive effect in Night Rain. It's the effect of like walking causes a rain of stars. Oh no. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. We've conquered everything up until now, just fine. Look, we're nearly level 150. Tiffy's Nafat says, I think it's pretty shit because small targets equals miss, so big target probably doesn't hit that many times. Okay, that makes sense. I just noticed we have 8 smithing stone 7, so I think we can get an upgrade for the Nagakiba now, if I really wanted to. Level 150, never mind, you're good. Yeah, this is also an all bosses run, so safe to say that we're quite over leveled. Just a teensy tiny bit. You know, kind of 60 vigor already, and you know, like a bunch of stats at really good points. But yeah, hope everyone's doing alright. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Yeah, we just collected the legendary sorcery Founding Reign of Stars, which we need for all Steam achievements, which we're also aiming for. And if you're wondering how we're gonna get all endings, save file duplication, baby. It's just that easy. Alright. just reading this item description again to myself in my head, and then we'll go to Muriel to hand over the Fire Giant's prayer book. Alright, let's get to going. So we're going to the Church of Vows. Gotta say hi to our friend Muriel. We'll see what incantations... I mean, we saw in the description what incantations we can get, but I want to look at the descriptions of those. For a second I was worried I wouldn't see Muriel and there'd be somehow, like, another bell-bearing hunter invasion.
Greetings. Do you need anything?
That's our favorite dog. Let's hand over the Giant's prayer book.
Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
Alright, so study incantations. We have 2 new incantations. We have Giant's Flame Take Thee, which is 30 faith, so we will actually be able to use that soon if I keep leveling my faith at this point. Which we might. I was thinking of just getting my faith to 28. And then just starting to level Arcane so we can actually, like, benefit from the bleed effect of the Nagakiba. Yeah, poor dog is in the rain. Gotta get a massive sized umbrella for him. Alright, Giant's Flame Take Thee. One of the incantations that draws directly from the power of the Fire Giants hurls a massive ball of raging fire. Charging enhances potency and causes the ball of fire to explode. There is no record of this incantation in common prayer books. Only a select few prelates know of its existence. And then flame fall upon them, which seems to be pretty much the exact same description, but I'll read it anyway. One of the incantations that draws directly from the power of the Fire Giants hurls several balls of fire at once. Charging enhances potency, causes the balls of fire to explode. There is no record of this incantation in common prayer books. Only a select few prelates know of its existence. And the great balls of fire. Forgot to ask first run. Yes, it's your first run. But oh god, I got to describe how this playthrough is. It's a first-time blind playthrough, all bosses, all Steam achievements, including the DLC Shadow of the Year Tree. We're also doing all quest lines. How are we doing all quest lines, you ask? I got a spoiler-free guide on the side to help me with all that stuff. And, of course, reading all item descriptions, because I'm here for the lore. Yeah, we got the Great Balls of Fire. Okay, so, I mean, we could use this with one more level of Faith, which I was gonna get to 28 Faith anyway. It's 16 FP, and, like, Ordovis's Vortex is 15 FP. Just think about that. You know, I could cast Flame Fall upon them, or I could just use Ordovis's Vortex for 1 FP cheaper. Flame Fall upon the spell when you cast it in the left hand. Have the fireballs cast from your other hand. They never fixed this. Huh. The more you know. Thank you for the bits of trivia. Yeah, I mean, look, like, Muriel's not gonna die, so, like, I can come back and buy this if I remember to, if I want to. We should be fine. Alright. See you, Muriel. God, I wish, like, in the next major From Software game, not the Duskbloods, I really hope we get a sheath button. That would be so cool. I love games that have, like, just a dedicated sheath button for putting your weapon away. I've never liked it how your character's just talking to other NPCs with their weapon, like, at the ready at all times. It's like, come on, Tarnished, like, chill. Can you chill for, like, 2 seconds? The Duskbloods. Yeah, we'll have to see how the Duskbloods turns out. I don't have a Switch 2 yet, but I mean, I was gonna get one at some point anyway, so I'll be playing the Duskbloods and maybe next year, because that's when it comes out. I guess let's go to this church, and then it looks like we can go across like a jump here to get to this hero's grave. Oh! I also just noticed. On the map, they actually have illustrations of all the giants. Like their bodies. Never realized that. I thought like, oh, that's just a bunch of rocks or whatever. No, those are the giants. That looks like some giant faces here. Because we've seen like their skulls and whatnot. I do know, because yeah, I looked up how much there was left to do in this area to like fully complete it. There is a crystal tier around here somewhere that you have to like go from up here and then you have to go all the way around to get to it, I believe. It's kind of weird. I don't want to put on too many markers because I'm gonna get confused, so I guess let's just go one at a time. I'm not wasting my money on a Switch too. Totally fair. I mean, don't tell Nintendo this, but I'm sure you'll be able to emulate it pretty fine. Don't tell Nintendo I said that, okay? They'll kill me. They're gonna send the Nintendo ninjas after me. Adult pirate games! Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Piracy is bad! The wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Alex says I didn't want to put it out right away, but yeah, the cartoon took care to draw the massive corpses. Oh yeah, Moon with the hilarious quote. 84% of Nintendo Switch owners have transitioned. Someone took like someone took an excerpt from like shit, what are they called, like a finance release or like a press release where it talks about like how many Nintendo Switch owners bought a Nintendo Switch 2 and they just cropped it to say 84% of Nintendo Switch owners have transitioned. Because the original was transitioned to Nintendo Switch 2, but no, 84% of Nintendo Switch users have transitioned. Let's go, trans rights, baby. If buying isn't ownership, then piracy isn't theft, it's true. Words to live by. Alright, oh, I guess we need to go up, yeah, 'cause up and around to there. Yeah, so here's like actual bodies of giants, which we've seen a couple of these on the loading screens. Oh, pathetic sort. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the giants from the loading screen. It's Lady Tenna from the loading screen. Oh, no, not these fuckers. Please get them away from me. Radon, a jobber. Renala, a jobber. Rykard, a jobber. But put me up against these fuckers, and I fold immediately. I hate them so much. Finger creepers from the loading screen. Exactly. Hey, at least they dropped some smithing stones. That's nice. Maybe I might re-equip one of my flame and... Oh wait, no, Black Flame... Yeah, Black Flame and Flame Frenzy count as flame attacks. If I can just set them on fire for a moment, then that'd be enough time to do like a Ordovis's Vortex to kill them. These little ones we can just do one shot. Oh, I know where I want to go. I'll just wander a little bit, because, like, we'll find some little goodies along the way for wandering. Typically in Elden Ring, like, even if you're not going towards the main objective, or, like, where any major items are, you know, you'll still find some gathering materials, and, like, you know, maybe there'll be, like, a stone sword key, or, you know, maybe you'll find, like, some golden runes. I hold butt fingers, ha ha ha! Oh my goodness, it's 2025, we're still making these jokes. What does this one say? If only I'd had. Okay, I mean, at least that one's kind of funny. I don't know why I read the messages out loud. I could just ignore them. Because it's the same fucking joke every single time. Like, This has been going on since, you know, ever since Souls games had the messaging function. No, don't you understand? It's absolutely integral to the lore of Elden Ring that I read Tri-Finger Butthole for the millionth time. Okay, I mean, that's a combo that kind of works. Since we just poise through. We could even, like, do a partial charge. Oh wait, no. Partially charging things makes no difference. We either do a full charge or not. Lore Monument. You know I love lore monuments. Instead of giving me item descriptions to read, just give me more of these. Is this giant friendly? I'm guessing it's not, since I can lock onto it. Hi, you wanna kill me? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. No, I am not reposting that, holy shit. Yeah, it's quite precarious, but hey, we made it. Oh, and it drops an item. A single arterial leaf. Didn't expect trader. Alright, let's see. What lore have we got to read you all today? The war against the giants. Champions battle, trolls betray. Fire vanquished, the era of the Erd Tree begins. Right, we did learn from an item description that the trolls joined the side of the Erd Tree during this war. So despite the fact that the trolls are descended from the giants, they were like, nah, fuck that shit. America's tits are too glorious. Since it says Champions Battle, I do wonder if Radigan participated then, since Radigan is often referred to as a champion. Yet again, I don't have the concrete timeline of events in my mind. I think Radigan would have participated in this. Yeah, because this is before, like, you know, the era of the Erd Tree, quote-unquote, begins. The Radigan only leaves Renala to, well, I guess, be one with Marika again at a later point in time. Because it's weird, because they're the same person. But they're also, like, two halves of the same hull, is the understanding I get. But I think it's brilliant that they place this literally right in front of the Erd Tree. It's a bit of environmental storytelling as well. Like, you read that, you get to the bottom line, Era of Erd Tree begins, bam, it's right in front of you. And it's really bright. Don't worry, we'll burn that fucker down. Alright. Well, I'm glad to have found that. I guess we can go to... Oh god, I didn't mean to put more markers there. We could go to that hero's grave now if I wanted to. There's no reason not to, if we're right here. Min says, it's so deplorable and gross how easy it is to pirate and emulate Bloodborne, the entire Nintendo Switch library, most PC games. So sinful and bad, all that. That you could just have uTorrent, look up torrent of anything, and pretty much just be set. Anyways, I found a really solid guide about horse combat in this game titled How to Torrent Elden Ring. Did the Finger Creepers, like, genuinely bother you? No, it's just kind of an ongoing joke. Like, they're probably enemies that I'm not the best at fighting, but I can fight them. I'm not, like, scared of them or anything. And I don't think they're that difficult. I'm just kind of playing it up a little bit for comedy's sake. Why? Is there gonna be more finger creepers in the tomb? I was just curious. Okay. You know, sometimes I like over-exaggerate how I feel about something just for like the sake of entertainment purposes, I guess. Now the finger creepers are fine. I do actually find them a little bit tough, but they do have that weakness to fire that, like, if you really take advantage of that, they're really not that bad. And of course, I found that like guard counter works pretty well against the big ones. I mean, even just hitting them, that's a pretty good job. You know, if you hit something, it dies. Sorry, just reading this one more time. War against the giants, champions battle, trolls betray, fire vanquish, the era of the Erdtree begins. Alright. And Lumi introduction redeem from Ominous. Sure. Hi, I'm Lumi. I'm a Hot Lady Knight VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and Souls-likes, but I like to dabble in a bunch of other genres as well. And this is my first time playing through Elden Ring. Not my first Souls-like. We went through the entire Dark Souls trilogy across 2023 and 2024, and I promised that I would play Elden Ring after the Dark Souls trilogy, and, well, here we are. First run. So yes, we are doing all Steam achievements with, you know, duplicating our save file for all endings. We're doing all bosses, because I always do all bosses when I play a Souls game. And normally I don't look up how to do NPC questlines on my first playthrough, I save that for subsequent playthroughs, but because this game is so massive, I just kind of want to do all of the questlines on my first run. And of course, yes, we will be playing the DLC. Which will be very, very exciting, but I don't expect we'll get around to the DLC until next year, since there is still quite a lot left to do here in the base game, from what I understand. Especially at the pace that I've been playing at. We're very, very lurker-friendly here, super chill. Basically, the kind of stream that you'd leave on in the background is just some background noise if you need it. You know, I'm not gonna scream your ears off, we don't have, like, loud sound redeems or anything. So some people might say my stream is boring, others might say it's cozy. I just think it's lurker-friendly, I just think it's chill. And yes, we do actually pay attention to the stories of the games we play here. That includes reading all item descriptions here in Elden Ring, as you have probably got the idea already. Alright, yeah, let's go to the hero's grave now, I guess. It did look like we could jump across, potentially. How long do you normally stream for? 3 to 4 hours. For most streams. But there have been instances where I've gone for longer or, like, shorter, depending on circumstances. Like, we can just... Can we please throw Black Flame? There we go, and then we swap to two-handing, and then we can just do this. Like, that's a strategy to deal with the finger creepers. Nice, never smithing stone. It's bothy, boring, good, cozy, like actual cozy, not cozy streams. The streamers scream while 10 alerts play. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with those types of streams. We're just like, we're a lot more laid back here. We're a lot more chill. I say that, but then when shit hits the fan here in Elden Ring, I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit. Alright, so I guess... Oh. Wow. So funny, I just jumped over it. Oh wait, can it not get back over here? Is this just a black flame sweep? Not if I run out of FP. I guess we can dump a bunch of more levels into Mind. But I only really need enough FP to spam Ordovus's Greatsword, or Ordovus's Vortex, and we're fine. Still, I can't deny that, you know, being able to spam a bunch of Black Flame would be fun. Yeah, I think this Hero's Grave has the second last boss of the area here. 'Cause I do have to look up, like, maps off-stream to make sure that I haven't missed any bosses, because I would hate to, like, backtrack at the very end of the game to go over all the bosses we missed and just one-shot them. That'd be correct? Okay. Because, yeah, we got the Deathrite bird that I was trying to find. It was, like, in a spot that wasn't hard to find, it's just it was a little bit a ways away from that one-player message talking about it. So I guess we'll be done with Mountaintops of the Giants. Well, it depends on how long this Hero's Grave takes. But, yeah, I can imagine we'll be starting on the Halig Tree area soon. We fought the boss in Frozen Lake area? Yep. We sure did. And gotta love our generic Elden Ring dragon fights. They're cozy. Daffahad. The fact that there's even bosses only spawn at night is what annoys me. Yeah, for the sake of doing all bosses, it is pretty annoying. The cave that Crusader really hated. Right, yeah, the Spirit Caller's cave, where we had to fight 2 Godskins in a row. I hate that dragon, it's scary. Understandably so. Giant Conquering Hero's Grave. I keep telling this to myself, like, out loud on stream, but I think there's a boss we missed in Limgrave that you need 2 Stone Sword keys for. It's literally in, like, the tutorial area, like the tutorial cave. So I guess that's the one exception. We'll go and, like, one-shot that boss at some point. Especially scary about that dragon is 80% resistant to slash and pierce attacks. Ooh, yeah, absolutely. This Hero Graves, this one's interesting. These Hero's Graves have been, I don't want to say, like, bad, but some of them have, you know, involved a lot of suffering, to say the least. Flame Protect Me. Ooh, new incantation. Is that all we get in this room? Yeah. Well, the flame didn't protect that individual. Alright, Flame Protect Me. The most ancient of the Fire Monk's incantations. Creates a fire within that greatly increases fire damage negation. It is said that this incantation was used during the war against the giants long ago, during which it protected the champions of the Erd Tree. Oh, okay, that's a cool bit of lore. And yeah, we can use this. Greatly increases fire damage negation. That may be a spell worth slotting. Yeah, I can imagine, like, using that plus also, like, a Flame Drake talisman could potentially be handy. Especially if there's going to be a lot of fire in this Hero's Grave. I'll have to say. Jarrek's very hated amongst the Elden Ring community. Understandably so. When says you're really Australia-fying me and craving fairy bread right now. I haven't had fairy bread in ages. That stuff's great. If you don't know what fairy bread is, it's basically you take, like, butter and you put it on bread, and then you put a bunch of sprinkles on the butter. And Australians call it fairy bread. I haven't had it in ages, but fairy bread's good. It's really, really good. It really is just sprinkles on bread, but it's good. Throwing a bit of sugar on anything and it's peak. Alright. Let's head along here. Sorry if there was any background noise there. My neighbors are being quite loud at this hour, which is really annoying. Hopefully they quieten down in a little bit. Apparently hidden path ahead. Thing is, they cut the damage value for the chariots in half compared to release. Oh, I see. So they're like a little bit more tolerable now. Jumping ahead and then look carefully required ahead. God, part of me wants to try the release build of Elden Ring one day. Just to like compare the differences. It's kind of like how I want to play vanilla Dark Souls 2 at some point. Because people claim that Scholar of the First Sin ruined Dark Souls 2, and I'm like, okay. I'll try vanilla DS2 at some point. It says I got someone to get groceries tomorrow. Nice. Anyway, so yeah, this individual here is suggesting jumping ahead. Do I want to do that? That's one of these, like, Erd Tree seals again that's, like, causing a contraption to be active. I'll just go along the standard path for now and see where that takes us. Oh wait, oh god. My sense of direction's terrible. I mean, if we... no, we opened the hidden path, we might as well drop down. I have decision paralysis when it comes to, like, what direction do I want to go first? Yeah, you know what, fuck it, we'll drop down here. Oh, it's this gimmick again. Right, you have to illuminate the enemies and then you can hit them. Well, I mean, I guess this gives you a bit of a head start on fighting the imps. Okay, so can you please aggro on me? Thank you. Golden First in Ruin Dark Souls 2. Me, when I'm making stuff for the sake of shit competition, I'm desperate to win. Don't feel strongly about Scholar either way. There's so many, like, video essays out there of people acting like Scholar of the First Sin killed their entire family. But that's the edition I played, obviously, for my first playthrough. I know there's, like, enemy layout changes and all that. And obviously the way you access the DLC is slightly different, because in vanilla DS2 you just kind of get access to the DLCs straight away. Some things I wish Scholar didn't do, also some improvements. Not entirely informed on every difference. Me either. Yeah, for me it's just mostly... Scholar has all the DLCs packaged in. And, like, they updated some item descriptions. And that's kind of it. Like, that I know of course. But I like Dark Souls 2. Or Peak Souls 2, as the kids say. And I thought Dark Souls 2 was a long game. Like, holy shit, Elden Ring is just surprising me in every way. Oh, statues of some trolls here, I just realized. Be wary of up Oldemore Seek Light. Okay. So I just go here and then I roll back. Where's the gank? Oh, there we go. Hi. You basically get the kill for free since they get staggered as soon as they enter the light. From a distance, I thought, like, this chair was pitch black as well, and I have to somehow drag it along. Thank you for affirming I'm young by calling me a kid. You are young. I'm stating facts. Don't say 31 years old, say 31 years young. Oh god, I'm running in circles. I think the heat's getting to me a little bit. Here, we just go along that path, just double checking that I've got everything. Yeah, we got everything in this room. And as per usual, we save item description reading for the end of these dungeons, so we can just read them all at once. Precious item required ahead. Okay. Guess I could try and throw a lightning spear here. I'm probably gonna miss terribly. Did I get it? I don't think I did. No, absolutely not. Oh my god. Hi there, Fire Monk. No, there we go. Seek armament in short, good luck. Okay. There's not gonna be some kind of weird gimmick with these again, are there? Is there? Just remember, like, solving the puzzle of, like, breaking the chariots in Lindell was kind of weird. Yes, sweetie, I appreciate you trying to make me feel better. I'm so old that I went to school before there was a history. There's history for history classes to teach. So true. You're like, my first Souls game was Demon Souls on the PS3. My check might be if there's light attached to the top of the totem. That's also true, yeah. Thankfully, I don't think I need to check that hard because I know that someone will tell me. Like, I'll ask and someone will tell me. Or someone will offer to tell me, and I'll say yes. Okay, we need another stone sword key here. Thankfully, they just give you so many of these. So... light required ahead. Okay. I see the light through there. Before we go that way, I want to check along here real quick. This is another lift. No horse ahead. Okay. Let's see, where am I? Try light, therefore try lift. Okay. I can't open that, obviously. Oh wait, no, maybe I can. There's a lever right here. And then a boulder comes out to ruin my life. Nope, it's just a troll. Try up. Yeah. If only I could jump up there. Oh my gosh, yeah. I deserve a veteran's discount. Moon says, I remember when basketball was first invented thousands of years ago. Feels like it was only yesterday. I wanted to check to see if there's, like, anything there. But yeah, no, this is the light here. Just gotta bait them all the way over here. And there's the boss door, which I guess will open either after we kill this troll or once we find the lever, because there is that path with the stone sword key, although those should be optional. Can you step in there? Thank you. Okay. Yippee! And then we get to do another yippee! We do a heavy attack and didn't fit in the riposte, but didn't need to. Somewhere a heavy door is opened. Okay. Oh, so that's what try light there for try left actually meant, because I was confused. I just thought to send the elevator up just to see if there was like any secrets below it. So that kind of just worked out perfectly. Alright, so let's backtrack now and go from the stone sword key path. Yeah, the way I explore is a little bit weird with like the order that I do stuff in, but I mean, I'm the one holding the controller, it doesn't matter. As long as I get from point A to point B, like, who cares how long it takes? Okay. We head back this way, and we go up here, which is where we use the stone sword key. Would this be an armament? Yeah, it's the troll's golden sword, which I can't take it off of them, because it's a statue. Could drop down the hall. That's an idea. I guess there's imps here that jump you. Color me surprised. I never could have seen this coming. There we go, send it back up. Oh, ow. We call that karma. I'm gonna get hit here, I think. Oh, fuck. Alright, well that's all of them dealt with. That was it? And just stone sword key to get the candlestick? Also known as the Caligo Killer 2000. Absolutely love using it in Night Rain against the Caligo boss fight. Just get under the dragon and just spam the weapon skill and she dies super quickly. Okay, well that's everything. Let's go and do the boss now, which... I wonder if it'll be a troll. About this elevator? Yeah. Is there another secret to it that I'm missing? Try hall? Ah, okay. Yeah, also try finger. Well, I get annoyed when I say when I see try finger butthole for the millionth time in game, but if Twitch chat does it, you're fine. You're all fine. Wait, so send it down like this? Or is there a drop-off that I'm missing? I didn't see anything when I was going up it. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I think? Am I dumb? Have I been... Don't know what you're getting at, Alex. Feel free to just explicitly say, because... Oh, wait, I pull the lever and then I run in there, I'm guessing? That makes sense. Sorry, it took me a second, because I'm used to stepping on a button. Oh, there we go, I figured it out. Try behind, offer revenge. My silly ass was thinking like, but if I step on the button and then get off, nothing happens. Like, wait, oh, I'm silly, I'm dumb. Or potentially my brain's just not in the mood to do puzzles right now. You know, that could also just be the case. Okay, I'm not joking though when I say the Archery Burial Watchdogs, very annoying to fight. But that could also just be Night Rain experience talking, because, like, I hate having to fight them in Night Rain. Because, you know, obviously in Night Rain you want to kill them quickly, but the fuckers are so slow to kill. At least as, like, a melee character. Yeah, what makes you say that? Left and then right. Okay. Look both ways before you cross the road, I guess. Sleep required ahead, therefore try Crystal. Liar head. No hidden wall. Yeah, don't like the Archery or Burial Watchdogs freak out if you like hit them with Flintstone. I'm wondering if that's what that message was referring to. Oh, is this just the boss room? No, it's not. Don't give up, skeleton. Alright, let's see if I can get a head start on you. No drops? Okay. Ooh, great Grave Glovewort. The GGG. Crystal Doxicals, Imps, and Watchdogs to aggro on each other? Oh, okay. The more you know. A giant seal. There's so much good loot here in this hero's grave. Can't think of many times you actually pick a mech spirit upgrade off its stem. So true. And it says, I'm so old I play Dark Souls Remastered, get nostalgic for when the world looked like that. Okay. I mean, I can drop down here still, though. And then I just gotta lure this all the way over here. Moon, you get nostalgic for when Blighttown ran like shit. You're like, oh my god, 20 frames per second! Glorious! Like, obviously, in modern times with the remaster, I see Blighttown, I'm just like, how did people not like Blighttown in the original release? It's definitely just the frame rate. And I guess people not knowing how to deal with poison. I love Erdtree Burial Watchdogs. I love their rigid movements. I love their delayed attacks. You think it went up to 20? 15? 10? I don't actually know how bad it was. I mean, I've seen a video, like, talking about it. But I don't remember the numbers. 10 sounds about right. Oh, I'm dead. That fucking lingering hitbox on the stab is absolutely brutal. We're gonna have to run that back now. That thrust attack, it's just got that lingering hitbox, which is, oh. I guess my character's hurt box was extended because I threw a boulder and the... Oh god, it was a mess. Erdtree Barrier Watchdogs, everyone. Okay, the worst part is now I have to remember how to get back to where it was. That shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, Fire Monk armor. Nice. Hey Crusader, gonna lurk because I'm modding in another stream, but hi. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for playing my game. That's what Mario says. Oh god, I just ran in a circle. I'm so good at navigation. Oh, when in doubt, just blame the heat. Just blame the heat. It's fine. The heat is the cause of all of my problems. If we just killed Summer, then everything would be a-okay. I swear if I die to you. Oh no, I'm definitely dead. Thanks, Imp. Okay, this is what I get for trying to run through the dungeon. I mean, I know how to do a run through it, or a run back. God, that sucks. Well, this dungeon might be too long. It's a hero's grave, which means it's meant to be long, but I really think the appeal of the dungeons were that they were, like, very bite-sized, you know. You get through it in, like, 5 minutes. But yeah, this dungeon's fire. Might be a good idea to equip that incantation that we got. Potentially. I don't want to fight Erdtree Burial Watchdogs. I love delayed slam attacks, they're so awesome. Alright, you're meant to roll into that. Right, they also have the, like, anti-strafing fire breath. Some of them do. Oh god. Yeah, I'm not over-exaggerating or playing things for comedy when I say I absolutely despise these enemies. You know, with the finger creepers, you know, that's just like a ha-ha funny joke, right? This is genuine hate. Some people have the gall to farm these things for a sword. You know that sword I want to use? Yeah, you want to use the Watchdogs. Great sword. I'm sorry for you, man. It's remarkably high scaling on any affinity. And that's an upside. And it looks cool. There's my contribution to the conversation. It looks cool. Don't think it's a great sword, think it's an okay sword. Alright, so let me hit this again, and then we run. So that way we can have the light up at... Oh god, I can't fucking see with the flame there. Please burn to death. Okay, how good it is to play games for fun. Main reason would be fashion, I think. It's quite comparable to the Gus. Okay. Oh god, because we died before I got my runes back. I don't remember, where did we go before? We went here, we killed the imps. I think we went through the big door. Oh wait, yes, okay, I know where I was going now. I just had to retrace my steps mentally. Yeah, we were down here and through the big door, and we went to the right side. Or, no, we went through the hidden path. Is the better way of putting it. Prefer the overhead slam R2 or the Gus's 360 sling. Yeah, for Moon it's the moveset, which is why she wants to use it. And moveset's important. Don't use a weapon whose moveset you don't like. That's just the truth. Alright, let's pull this. Let's get over here. Yeah, I don't even think this dungeon's bad. It's just like, god, those deaths were heartbreaking. And also fighting watchdogs. Oh, please. Make it stop. Come over here so I can hit you with a full charge Ordovus. Please. And then, yeah, this is the move that you can't really oh no, you can strafe that one. But you definitely can't strafe the fire breath. Okay, there we go. Is it in Night Rain liked it more than any other weapon because I'm weird? Using Zweihander Troll Knight against something pierce resistant is pain. Yeah, I can imagine. Ugh. Fighting these fuckers is pain. Because then there's another one here. Make the pain stop. Gotta make sure it's actually following me. 400 hours of Elden Ring Night Ring isn't gonna save me from these enemies. What do you mean you don't like the game? Hang on, I'll read the rest of the chat later. I have to not die. Pretty important. Because if I die, then I have to do this again. And that would be soul-crushing. I hate that spin. So at least Night Rain made fighting these tolerable, because, like, it's Night Rain. You can just drop your ult into these enemies. I always do that. Because I do not want to have to fight them normally. I'm gonna turn the corner, use my Wondrous Physic. Oh my god, make it stop! I'm gonna crash out. Oh, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. No, no, I live. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well then. What do you mean you don't like how the gimmick forces it into a corner with you? Thankfully, because of the Wondrous Physic, we'll get that passive healing for, like, what, 3 minutes, I think it is? So I am out of flasks. I guess in these cases, it's handy to have, like, a heal incantation equipped. If I really need it. Which, right now, I really need it. Yeah, Grave Glove Ward 8! Let's go! That was so worth the pain! Snake? Snake! And then we get Grave Glove Ward... Oh my god, yeah, it's 7 and 8. And that's it. That's what I get for my suffering. A bunch of upgrade materials that I am never going to use. Okay, well, we might as well just see what the boss is here, cause, like, there's a America statue, so... fuck it, we ball. If it's another watchdog, I'm gonna crash out. The player messages want to spawn in. Give me a little hint as to what I'm gonna deal with. Oh fuck it, I'll just do it hitless. If it's 2 watchdogs. Okay, no, it's a jobber, thankfully. Nope, messed up the parry timing. Messed it up again. Please don't die to Zaymore. I wish I was using a buckler. I could just equip a buckler. But we're fine. Okay, you're gonna try and go to phase 2. Oh, I whiffed. Never mind. We'll dodge this. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got the full armor set. More curved sword, mask, armor, bracelets, and leg wraps. Oh, okay, yeah. I never want to do this dungeon again. I say as I'm gonna do it on my next playthrough. Alright. I'll just go and sit down at the Grace. It's a nice armor set. Not protection-wise, but it's nice. Good to know. Can we get a level up? Not quite. I'm just gonna wait for that lift. I mean, I could also just fast travel to the Grace. Okay. I'm gonna go for a stretch and hydrate break. Once we come back from the break, we'll read all the item descriptions of all the loot that we got, and then pretty much we're just gonna do the remainder of stuff that there is up here, which there isn't much. There's not much left to do up here in the eastern mountaintops of the Giants, so I'll see you all in a couple minutes after I catch up on chat, actually. Yeah, what if it's 2 Watchdogs? What if it's a Watchdogs Legion? What if it's Watchdogs Legion 2? No! Don't do that to me! Don't force me to play a Ubisoft game! When it says the gimmick is that the regular enemies are bosses and the boss is a regular enemy. God, yeah, that feels like this dungeon in a nutshell. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna go for a little break. I'll see you all in a couple minutes, and we'll read all of the lore that we can gather from this place, and then we'll move on and pretend that this hero's grave doesn't exist, okay? Okay? I'll see you all in a little bit. Take care, everyone. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. And thank God we're done with that dungeon. Yeah, no, I was saying before how these heroes' graves, they're either, like, not really noteworthy, or they're just pain and suffering incarnate, and this one seems to have turned out to be the latter of the two. Because I think the first ever hero's grave I did was fine, which was in the Altus Plateau, if I recall correctly. But then, yeah, like the Orza hero's grave and this one. Oh, God. Actually, Now let me think about it. No, because I'm thinking about the other hero's grave we did. No, that one was suffering as well, because you had to like run across the lava. And there was like a drop. I mean, there was a drop down that basically took you to the very end of it, so you could like skip it entirely if you just wanted to get to the boss and leave. Yeah, we did die quite a few times in that one, actually, now that I think about it. So maybe all of the heroes' graves are just pain and suffering incarnate. If the cat dogs weren't in it, how would that change the experience? The enemies would just be easier, because you'd just be fighting imps, and that would be fine. Like, it'd be such an easy dungeon without the cat dogs. The light gimmick is fine. It's just there's so many Erdtree Barrier watchdogs in this dungeon, which makes sense because they were kind of an early game, like, filler boss for most dungeons. But still. If someone hasn't put a message about hidden wall, I would put one here. just to tell a fib. Anyway, we have quite a lot of item descriptions to get through, so let's just binge through these all so that we can continue on with our exploration. Been funny to fight, like, 2 shadow prelates at once. I would rather that over the watchdogs. Honestly. Alright, Zaymor leg wraps. Leg wraps worn by Knights of Zaymor, hailed as heroes in the war against the giants. These long-lived warriors, clad in biting, freezing winds, are said to have been the mortal enemies of the fire giants since time immemorial. Exact same description for all of it, just you know, the first word changes between all of them. Alright, yeah, so they participate in the war against the giants. They're kind of based... Actually, no, I don't know if I should hate the giants yet or not. That is still yet to be decided. I'm currently calculating my opinion on the giants. But I like fighting them. I like fighting the Zaymor Knights. They're cool. Hi, Isaac. It's nice to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. Just going through some item descriptions at the moment before we continue on exploring. So a bit of lore discussion, and then we'll move on our way. Okay, and then we have the Zaymor Curved Sword. Weapon wielded by the Knights of Zaymor who earned great renown during the war against the giants. In apparent devotion to winter, the curved blade is styled after an icy wind and imbued with a powerful frost effect. And the unique skill is Zaymor Ice Storm. Plunge the curved sword into the ground, building up power before unleashing a freezing storm that batters the surroundings. We can actually use this. So you made it up to the mountains. Yeah, and we're basically done with them now. Just a couple more things to cross off the list, and then we can move on to the Halig tree. This curved greatsword has a unique light attack moveset. Okay, that's cool. And I do like the decoration there. Alright. And then we have the Fire Monk armor. Black iron armor adorned with a red cloth. Attire of the Fire Monks. The grotesque face sculpted on the chest is said to depict the corrupt ancient god of the flame. Taboos transform into lasting obsessions by virtue of the fear that they inspire. Ooh, I like that item description. And yeah, I can see. So, okay, we're getting some more lore on this god that the giants worshipped. Who before was just straight up called evil, and this time being referred to as, yeah, corrupt. Hey Marky, thank you so much for the lurk, I really do appreciate it. The one Elden Ring spoiler I know is that Lumi's cute. Damn, you ruined the game for me, Marky. I'm kidding, I do hope that you have a wonderful lurk, Marky. And that you're doing okay. Yeah, interesting stuff there, just about the, like, the ancient god of the giants. True ending is seeing a super cute Elden Lord. If only. And I do like the bit of flavor text at the bottom saying taboos transform into lasting obsessions by virtue of the fear that they inspire. Like, that's goddamn, that it's the gift of like writing, you know, on a piece of paper that's on fire. Like that's some fire words. Alright, and then Giant Seal. Sacred seal depicting the one-eyed god of the fire giants, adorned with braids of red hair. Sacred seal wielded by fire monks and prelates. This catalyst enhances Giant's Flame incantations. Oh, it even has it's got a bit of strength scaling. It's only E scaling, but it has strength scaling. That is something that you can say it has. It does indeed have strength scaling. I guess if you're, yeah, and like if you're really just dedicated to using Giant Flame incantations, then this is your go-to. And more descriptions talking about the one-eyed god. And then the Great Grave Glovewort. White flower that blooms in catacombs, an especially large specimen, strengthens ashes to +10. Since times of old, large gloveworts were used to comfort heroic spirits, given in tribute to those who died the most glorious of deaths in hopes their stories would become legend. Okay. Pretty much just the exact same description as all the other, like, larger gloveworts. It mentions that it's especially large. Alright, and then, oh wait, sorry, just checking the description again real quick. Alright. And then we have the Cranial Vessel Candle Stand. Candle stand used in worship of Birak, the most hallowed monk prelate of the Giant's Flame. Concerned over the lazy arrogance with which the monks treated the flame, Birak severed his own head as a lesson to the others, intending it to be used as a candle stand. His faith yet smolders from within the cranial vessel. Okay! Unique skill is Surge of Faith. Set the flames of Birak's faith ablaze in the cranial vessel, then raise it aloft to rain down fireballs in all directions. Repeated inputs will continue to raise the armament aloft, continuing the attack. Yeah, no, this thing is the... I mentioned it before when we picked it up, but this thing is the Caligo Killer in Night Rain. If you pick up one of these and you're fighting against Caligo, you just sit under her and you spam the weapon skill, she's dead. There's like a tuft of red beard sticking out from a pile of ash in that vessel. I gotta look at the model closer now. Okay, guys, after I cut my head off, you gotta turn me into a candle holder. It's gonna be so cool. Alex says that all seals have nominal strength scaling, save for the Chlormark, which actually scales the strength. Oh, I lied, if you don't. I thought that was the case, that there'd be some that didn't. Yeah, Birak sure was dedicated. I could say that at the very least. Yeah, I'm gonna equip this. I really want to see, like, if I can actually spot that detail on the model. It might be hard because the lighting. Let me turn on my lantern as well. Actually, it might be easier to look at it outside, because, like, I can see some... Oh, yeah, I can see a little bit of... Yeah, I can see a bit of it there. It's like kind of an orangey color. It could just be the lighting there. But, yeah, the idea is that they put its head on the spike, most likely. And, it got burned! Alright, let me equip my Nagakiba again. Look at that description one more time. Yeah, the lazy arrogance. Does the actual head, is still in its helmet? Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's that done. I guess we just leave. Leave with a capital L. Just gotta wait for the lift. Although I could just fast travel out. That's an idea. But I called the lift anyway, so we might as well wait. The brewery's still there. Oh shit, we also gotta do this church as well. And then, yeah, there's also, like... I do know there is a cracked tier somewhere around if you go along, like, a path that's back here. I guess we could look at things in our inventory while raiding. I can tell it's a church. The illustration of a church is always the same on the map. For instance, I guess I can't really show you. Because once you visit the church, then it gets the church icon there, but I knew that was a church because generally if it's like a little rectangle like that, it's a church. Now we do love to get sacred tiers. Guess I never noticed. The illustrations are like quite intricate. They do a pretty good job at showing you what something actually is if you were to go and visit fuck me. How does this keep happening? Why are so many of my deaths just to falling? Thank you, Dark Souls. Alright, I'm just gonna fast travel out, fuck that. I gotta go get my runes back. Ugh. That hand was meant to do that. I jumped over it before, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'll jump over it again. Didn't happen. Yeah, I kind of want to get those runes back, because it was quite a decent bounty of them. It'd suck to lose that. We got all the fucked up Kaled enemies here. Ooh, fan daggers. Ooh, warming stone. You can tell this was a battlefield. Not just because of the corpses, but because it's still fucking chaotic here. Oh god, I went the wrong way. Or what the birds and dogs are doing here. What the dog doing? Just beat every boss without dying, you can come back and get the runes later. That's such a smart idea. I never thought about it that way. No, there's like a little path that you have to go along to get to the hero's grave. And I went along it just by pure incident. Heard my wife say that one before. So true. Apparently I'm still in combat. I want to just take the elevator. I mean, it's either the elevator or... Yeah, I'll just take the elevator. You convinced me. Because otherwise I'd have to like pull up the map and remember how I got back to there again. I think we just... If I pull up the map... There's definitely items to get around here, so obviously we go to the church, we need to get the cracked tier, and I think after that, we're good to not go to the forge, but like fight the boss that is defending the forge, which I haven't been spoiled on. I just know that there's a boss. Because my NPC questline notes mentioned that you could summon Alexander for it. It's not required, it's just something that you can do. We're not gonna summon. Just because I'm like that. I'm gonna send that lift down in case I die again. Oh, this is so confusing with all my markers. I need to remove some. But why do I... Oh god, I still have that marker there. I wish that, like, when you removed all your other markers, that your main marker would just become #1 instead of staying as #2, or whatever. Okay, so yeah, this time let's just throw, like, I don't know, Black Flame. It's like the boss, yeah, not like the devs have a tendency to put bosses in interesting landmarks. No, absolutely not. They like putting bosses out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, Elden Ring does do that. There are a lot of bosses that are just in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah, not touching, can't get mad. Alright. We looked at the lore monument. I guess we could fast travel to the Giant's Grave Post now. Because we already, like, looked over that section. We saw everything there was to see. So we're just heading up here to the church. And... I mean, I guess I can kill some of the trolls on the way. Especially on Torrent. That'd probably just be faster to hit him with Ordovis's Vortex. Right, yeah, these are the variants that roll around at the speed of sound. Okay, so we can land another full charge. And then we can get the kill here. And hey, maybe they'll drop something, who knows? There's only one way to find out. God, now I'm just imagining an Elden Ring randomizer that turns every single enemy into either a Tree Burial Watchdog or a Finger Creeper. That would be the stuff of nightmares. For me personally. Randomizers are fun in this game, I can imagine so. The only Souls randomizer I've ever done is Dark Souls Remastered, which I do actually have a stream incentive. I have to do a enemy plus item randomizer, because I've only ever done an enemy randomizer. No, I won't be randomizing where keys are. I'll randomize everything else, though. If I randomize where keys are, then that run could take quite a while, as I'd have to pick up literally everything. I mean, I do typically pick up literally everything on an average playthrough, but still. Random mod adds a spirit spring, takes you from the first grace in the mountaintops up to that hero's grave. Oh, that's cool. It's a nice little time save. Yeah, I definitely just want to get a bunch of, like, vanilla Elden Ring runs under my belt before I consider, like, doing an Elden Ring rando. Because obviously, like, the randomizer is there to add replay value. And I don't really need extra replay value if it's only my second time playing. Oh god. You know, maybe I could just ignore these. You know what? I already fought them a bunch in Caelid. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I have something called self-respect. And there's a million other things I would rather be doing than fighting these fucking birds. That being said, though, I still want to find all the items. Yeah, like fighting slugs! I say as I ran past them. And normally I would mark that spot as like a smoldering butterfly collection spot, but I've marked a bunch of them already. None of these trolls actually drop anything unique, right? But, like, other than their weapon. Because I know Elden Ring can sometimes be like, oh, here's this enemy, and if you kill them, we'll give you, like, smithing stone. 30% chance to drop a Terry leaf? Okay. But, like, no guarantee drops for killing them the first time. Hi there, Finger Creeper. You could also just call them the AI art enemies, because they have too many fingers. Consumables only run, that's huge. I can imagine so. Alright, well, that was pretty much all the notable stuff back there. Oh. That means we're either forced off Tarn or it's I mean, yeah, it's probably an invasion, isn't it? Bloody Finger Okina! Okina! Oh my gosh, no! You were my friend and ally, not really. I could have summoned you for Radon, but I didn't really. But I killed your pupils! Don't do this! Oh my god! That's the katana! Yeah! It's Rivers of Blood! Yeah, fuck you. I want to see if I can parry Bloody Slash. Oh no, it's gonna be confusing if you're doing that though. Okay, don't throw away your life trying to aura farm. Alright, Corpse Piler, double slash. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do it. Because I know that, like, PvP pros just parry it like it's nothing. There we go. We have Rivers of Blood and the Okina Mask. It is the katana. Okina Mask. A wooden mask that depicts an old man baring his teeth. The source of the sobriquet of the great swordsman of the land of reeds. Raises dexterity as it lowers focus. The more he sharpened his mind, the more the absurdities of the world came into stark relief. And so Okina renounced it all, and rose to a higher plane. There was only himself, his katana, and its mastery. Before long, Okina became a demon of a swordsman. And Rivers of Blood, here it is. I can't use it because it needs 20 arcane. Rivers of Blood. Weapon of Okina, swordsman from the land of reeds. A cursed weapon that has felled countless men. When Moog, the Lord of Blood, first felt Okina's sword and madness upon his flesh, he had a proposal to offer Okina the life of a demon whose thirst would never go unsated. Unique skill is Corpse Piler. Forms a blade of cursed blood for repeated interweaving successive attacks. Followed with an additional input for further successive attacks. Yeah, like, if you want to use katanas, if you want to do blade stuff, this is the weapon. It is, absolutely cracked. But ignoring, like, its gameplay functionality and whatnot, hey, there's another mention of Moog. Which also, I was thinking about the Margot fight the other day, because Alex mentioned how Margot never mentioned Moog's name with, like, all of the thrones and whatnot. I also realized that he did refer to Godric, right? But he didn't say Godric the Grafted. No, he said Godric the Golden. I just thought that was interesting. Like, I guess Godric the Golden is his, like, official title, but I mean, to me, I kind of read that a little bit as him respecting the Golden lineage. Like, having a little bit of respect for the Golden lineage. You know, knowing who Margot is, after all. Yeah, this Moog guy, he's all over. Yeah, I mean, we were offered to meet him, I think, from Vare. We literally have the item we can use to go and meet him whenever, but, my questline guide mentions, like, the perfect point to go and meet him. Apparently there's just a portal in an upcoming area that just takes you to him, so that's when we'll go and, say hi to Moog, the Lord of Blood. Not Mog. It's Moog, and his full name is Mogwin. I don't know why I'm doing a silly voice. Definitely an endgame area? Okay. Yeah, that's the stuff for Mokina. Just looking at the description again real quick of these two. Because I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, so I don't... Like, I do want to push ahead a little bit and, like, do the last boss of this area. But I also don't want to push myself too far, because, yeah, I am feeling a little bit tired, especially because, like, the heat is draining my energy a lot more than it normally would. Yeah, looking at the descriptions again, we'll go to the church, we'll get the sacred tier, and, we can at least go and get the cracked tier here, and then I guess next time we can go and do the boss and then move on to the next area. Yeah, so I guess Akina, you know, he was a tarnished. But he gave himself to his own bloodlust. And then, yeah, I just want to look at this description again. This does boost dex, which is... And, like, only losing focus is fine. That's just for status ailments. Focus is, like, what, madness and... I forget what it was. Not madness and sleep. But that doesn't seem like too much of a downside, at least on the surface. Yeah, okay, madness and sleep, I was right. Yeah, for focus. It's really funny because in some item descriptions they literally tell you what the stat is. In case you've forgotten. Like, the Prince of Death pustule, because it says, like, raises vitality. Vitality governs, like, you know, this and this. Okay. Church of Repose. I wonder if Melina will talk to us here. She did talk to us because we were getting close to the Forge of the Giants. Of course, Sacred Tier. No Melina discussion. Okay. Flask upgrade, and I think we can get to 150 now? We can! So, if I were to stop leveling up and make this, like, I don't know, a co-op slash PvP build, then this is it. This would be my final build. But of course, we're going beyond 150. But I'm pretty happy with this. Thank you, Renegade Sourceal, for patching up a lot of these stats and getting them to thresholds that I want. There we go. Some people go all the way to 200. I've heard that, yeah. Like, with Shadow of the Earth Tree, some people do, like, PvP at level 200. And some people might be wondering, like, oh, why is that? It's because if everyone just went to max level for PvP, then there wouldn't really be builds. Everyone would just kind of be able to do everything, and that would be kind of boring. And, you know, also for matchmaking purposes, but they both kind of feed into each other. Yeah, so I actually need to think about where, because I didn't plan out my levels beyond 150. I planned my levels up to 150 at a certain point, but I haven't planned beyond that. I think we'll just get Faith to 30, and then we'll start dumping points into Arcane. That's what I think. Leveling literally everything but intelligence, are we, Lumi? Yes. But I definitely want to be able to use Shadow of the Erdtree incantations, so definitely want to invest in Faith a little bit. Also, let me catch up on chat here. Yeah, me with no horse. But then after Rivers at Bovo, I had to spam Black Flame Ritual against him. This katana that people look down on if you use it. Alex says that the PvP player base has since done this weapon over-nerfed, because now it's the expectation to one-shot or one-cycle players with the L2 button. Yeah, that makes sense. Moon says the Souls community is funny because they'll use like 500 other broken/cheesy things, get mad at others who do the same thing. Yeah, it's funny. You'd also need to put the time to reach max levels. Most players don't have, a bunch of hours to do level grinding. Yeah, I forget that, yes, if you're on console, you can't just cheat in a bunch of runes, but because I'm on PC, I could just cheat in enough runes to get to max level if I really wanted to. Mainvale son or Rivers of Blood daughter. Well, there was this one chatter who came in a bunch of streams ago that was being really annoying and asking if I had Moonveil, so I'll say Rivers of Blood daughter. Just to be a hater. But yes, I do have Moonveil in my inventory now, but I'm not using it because that's not my build. Yeah, I don't think we'll finish Mountaintops of the Giants tonight. Did you ban him? No, most annoying chatters just kind of leave. Like, I don't have to ban annoying chatters most of the time. They get bored with my streams and they leave. I think that was in a good place because of a certain DLC item. Okay, I'm interested. But obviously we'll see when we get to the DLC. Yeah, but my strategy for dealing with annoying people in chat is just to be so boring that people get fed up and leave. And you might be thinking, oh, Lumi, but your analytics. Oh my gosh, Lumi, your analytics. I don't care about my analytics. The only people who actually care about my analytics are... like fucking corporations and like game publishers, you know, and then they send me review keys. If they like my numbers. Okay, no, that is definitely going to a boss arena, so no, we're not going that way. Elaborate? No, Nightreen doesn't cover it. Yeah, if it's covered in Nightreen, it's totally fine to talk about. Which, the Nightreen DLC is coming out soon, so we'll have to see how much of Shadow of the Erdtree gets included in that. I didn't realize, but Golden Hippopotamus is a Shadow of the Erdtree boss, right? So, like, before I said that Nightreen doesn't have any Shadow of the Erdtree stuff in it, but I think I was wrong. Yeah, and you go to... Oh, yeah, the Demi-Human Swordsman, right. Because if there was a Demi-Human Swordsman in the base game, I would have encountered one by now. Moon says, I've had too many streamer friends afraid to ban that one annoying chatter the community fills with them. It's not fun to be in. Yeah. But my approach is just to be boring and... Oh, hey look, Golden Seed. Yeah, my approach is just to be boring, and if they stick around then I ban them. Simple as is. Oh, there's another troll that throws pots! I thought it was just the one. You little shit. I can't even be bothered to do the riposte, so I'll just keep spamming this. It turns out the 15 FP chargeable skill that scales off of strength is pretty good. Alright, I'm in combat. Really wish I could use the map right now. I guess I'll just clear out the rest of the trolls and pick up all the little goodies along the way, and then... yeah, next time we'll, like, do the actual last boss of Mountaintops of the Giants, and then we'll move on to Halig Tree, so... my ass has to figure out a stream title for that. Because, you know, like, normally I title the stream based on, like, what kind of area we're doing at the moment, but I can't really call it Mountaintops of the Giants if we're gonna be there for, like... who knows how long. It could, like, depending on how hard the boss is, it could be 5 minutes or 5 hours. I hate these trolls. One item interest around here, but it's tucked away. You're talking about the crystal tier? That's basically what I'm looking for. That's the last major thing that I can remember that's around here. Yeah, it's in a really awkward spot from what I remember, because I saw it on the map viewer, like online map view, and I was like, okay, like I'll get this on stream. And then it had like a whole entire elaborate description of how to get it. I'm like, oh, it's one of those items. It's like, oh, it's so easy to get, but then turns out it's not as simple to get. R2 spam like a Night Rain enjoyer. I think you mean L2. But I mean, R2 spam is pretty good as well. Oh, I think it's a long... hang on. Am I still in combat? Really? This game sometimes, I swear. It looks like I could travel along here, but I don't actually know if that would kill me or not. What people... I don't know what people use. I don't know what people do. I use mouse and keyboard. Oh, I see, I see. I might be dead here. Yeah, this looks dead to me. Oh wait, no. No, that's a drop down there. Yeah, this is like a really awkward path down to it. I'm pretty sure it's down there. I just need to not fuck up the platforming. No, I think this is dead. Or maybe... no, yeah, no, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead without a doubt. I'm just gonna go back to the Giant's Outpost. How did you get here? Good question. I wish I knew myself. Wait for a minute and what? Yeah, I was just exploring the cliff sides. Because I know that this item that I'm looking for is like kind of in an awkward, or it's kind of awkward to get, so I'm like, oh, I have to like drop down the mountainside. Oh, I was just dropping down the mountainside trying to find something. Yeah, platforming. I was seeing platforms that I could drop down to, and I was going on them, but it was gonna lead to my death. It didn't actually like go to anything. Oh my god. Oh, actually, thank you for the Smithing Stone 7. Oh, actually, there was a grace here that I completely missed. Let's go to the top, get the shifting earth buff, and jump down and fight the dragon. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We're on the we're on the same page here. Go to the forge. Yeah, so as much as I want to like go to the forge and like do the boss that's there, I don't know what the boss is, I just know that there's a boss there. I'm feeling a bit too tired to do that, so just like how we ended on a cliffhanger the other day. You know, when we met Shibriri, I'm like, oh, like, Yura's back. We'll end on a cliffhanger there. And I can find out what the boss is later in the week. Need it for Caligo once the storm starts moving. Oh, actually, no, the big brain strats of Everdark Caligo these days, Moon. People just use ultimates to interrupt the forced storm attack, so that you don't get frostbit at all. Yeah, we'll end on a cliff jumper. Oh, actually, there's a Starlight Shard here. Night Rain meta is really, really fun to delve into. Okay. I won't ever refuse a nascent butterfly. I do want to kill these trolls so they stop throwing these magic pots at me, but also it's kind of tedious. Oh, hi there. That is one massive hand. Yes, have large fingers. You've heard of the two fingers. Now say hi to the large fingers. They kill me. If they do like that light string of combos they have, I'm just dead. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, do they fight each other? Please? What are you doing? I'm barely a threat. Fight each other. I kind of want to defeat this just to see if there's a reward for it. We'll probably just get a regular drop. So that's what hit me before. It was the troll roar. No, I don't think this is worth the effort. And yet I persist. I seriously doubt. Yeah, I don't think so either. I get bragging rights, I guess. That's something. But I think my patience has been tested enough this stream, because the goddamn... I don't even need to finish the sentence. I think it kind of speaks for itself. My patience has been tested this stream. I'm not, like, raging or anything. But definitely I felt my patience being tested. Okay, well at least we have this grace, so we can just rush to my marker. And also get my runes back. And I'm just gonna ignore that hand. It's not worth the effort. I just want to get that cracked crystal tier and then wrap up stream. But maybe the smart thing to do would be to kill all the trolls and then take on the big hand. I mean, I do find it a lot easier to explore when I don't have to worry about running past enemies, unless I know exactly where I'm going, and in this instance, I have no clue where I'm going. Like, I think there's a path along here that leads to... Firstly, where are my runes? Okay, runes, where are you? Thank you. Yeah, I think the path starts from here, and then it leads all the way to a cracked crystal tier. In fact, there'll probably be a player message pointing it out. If I don't die before then, that is. They're not following me, are they? Doesn't really look like it. I'll just crouch if that somehow removes the aggro. Oh, it did actually. Nice. Oh, I guess I go around there and then around like that. That makes a bit more sense. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was a drop down. I think I must have misread. Well, it's a good thing I have a bunch of days to figure out what I'm going to title the next stream, because it's kind of like the situation with the stream where we fought Margot. It's like, well, I can't really title it, like, Lanedell, because we're going to finish Lanedell in that stream, and we did. But literally the plan is for next Elden Ring stream, we kill the last boss in this area, and then we go to the Halig Tree area. That's all we're gonna do. I mean, I might as well just call it, like, Halig Tree or whatever. Maybe you'll do that. That's true. I could also get stuck on the boss for 5 hours. I mean, I've never... I say I've never been stuck on a Souls boss for that long, but that's a fucking lie. My first playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered was terrible. My build was shit because I was using a divine infused longsword. So DLC bosses took forever to kill. Beware of circling around. I call it Forging Ahead. That's a pretty good name. A good title, because, like, we won't go into the Forge, but we'll definitely approach the Forge, so I guess that kind of counts. It's so much easier to come up with stream titles when you're not taking it seriously, but I am trying to take this playthrough quote-unquote seriously. Otherwise, I could just call the streams Elden Ring Poo Poo Pee Pee, and that would be fine. Somebody's doing some forging ahead. Exactly. Just how many of these are there? The small ones are fine. Cordovis's vortex is incredible. These are all facts. What's stopping you from doing that? Oh, because I want to take this playthrough somewhat seriously. Or, no, I want to take the playthrough seriously, full stop. And also because the kind of title you write for your stream attracts certain people. If I call my stream Elden Ring Poo Poo Pee Pee, it's gonna attract little Timmy. There we go, Crimson World Bubble Tier. Oh, hi. After you beat the game, you can name a different Elden Ring. Yeah, you can name a different stream Elden Ring Poo Poo Pee Pee, exactly. Like all the 13-year-olds on Twitch with their My Hero Academia profile pictures, they'll hop into that stream. Dung Eater quest completion stream. The Poo Poo Pee Pee stream. I feel scammed. His name's Dung Eater. He doesn't eat dung though. It's a lie. It's a fabrication. You fucking lied to me, Dung Eater. Unless at the end of questline, like the end of his questline, he's gonna... Oh shit. God damn it. He does? I don't think he eats shit. He curses people. Does he eat their shit though? I gotta get my runes back. I mean, sure, he ate shit when he tried to defile you. That is true. But that was a real genuine sigh. I'm just tired of dying to fall damage. I'm tired of inflating the death count for dumb reasons. But you know what's not dumb? Daniel says, thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for trusting your community with me. I hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. If we can get some shout-outs. I'm trying to avoid some trolls at the moment. And welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. Daniel's not dumb. Exactly. Hi, Braun. Hi, Omeg the Great. It's lovely to see you all around. I'm just quickly doing a corpse run here, trying to get my runes back. And then we can stop and chat for a little bit. It was good. My Wi-Fi died mid-stream right now. Uh-oh, I see. I'm so sorry to hear that happens. Hope that it's okay now, or if you're on data or whatever. Sorry, you caught me as I oh my god, please don't die here. I don't want to say I'm tilted, it's just I had a death that made me let out a big sigh. And so I'm trying to rush back to my body to get my runes back here in Elden Ring. And if I died again there, I think I would have been truly upset. I think I would have been heartbroken, to say the least. Yeah, thank you so much for raiding in. If you go to raid and run, totally understandable. We're actually soon to wrap up here ourselves. So not the best timing to raid in, I know, but your Wi-Fi was being shitty, so I don't blame you. I just kind of want to get my runes here, look at a single item description, and then wrap up stream. Okay. So hopefully I don't miss the jump this time. There we go. All good. I was scared that final fall would kill me somehow. Alright, there we go. Let me unfocus the game window for a second to get those shoutouts in. You were doing Guilty Gear Strive, of course! Yeah, I hope you had a wonderful time with it. If you're not following Daniel Says already, you can do so with the follow button at the top of chat, and also the link in chat. Thank you so much for being here, thank you so much for raiding in, and it's lovely to see all the other raiders around as well. Yeah, welcome in as well, Bronzwa, Omeg the Great, and King Desert Loner. It's lovely to see you all around, hope you're all doing okay. Daniel says, funny enough, it just came back up, but I don't gamble with unstable connections anymore. That makes sense. Wait a second. You were playing fighting games on Wi-Fi? That's a crime against humanity. Plug in your Ethernet cable. I'm sure you literally just mean the Wi-Fi itself and not playing on Wi-Fi. I've never played the Souls-like. How's it been going? Elden Ring's been pretty good. We have died quite a lot in this stream just because of funny shenanigans. I die a lot to fall damage in this game. Gravity is the most powerful boss in Elden Ring. But yeah, we've made some really good progress here on the mountaintops of the Giants, and we're going to be finishing up this area next stream. Just because I'm feeling a little bit tired. It's approaching summertime here in Australia, so the weather is getting really hot, and so I don't have as much like endurance when it comes to streaming, so we will be wrapping up here in just a teensy tiny little bit, but I do really appreciate the raid regardless. Yes, raid and run if you got to, raid and lurk if you want to. I really do appreciate the raid regardless. And just a quick intro here in case you're new to the channel. Hi, I'm Lumi, I'm a Hot Lady Knight VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and Souls-likes, but I like to dabble in a bunch of other genres as well. And that used to be fighting games. I used to stream fighting games like pretty regularly, but I don't really stream fighting games anymore. I just play them in my own time. And we are here with a first-time blind 100% playthrough of Elden Ring, all bosses included, and also including the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC expansion. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Yeah, gaming was good at least. It was good vibes. Glad to hear it. And also, hey Crusader, I'm here now. The other stream ended. I'm vibing out. I'm glad to hear it. And thank you, King Desert. For the self-care redeem. Yeah, I could grab a little drink. I was thinking of wrapping up in just a moment or two, but I do really appreciate the redeem. You know, yeah, let me grab some water real quick. I'll vanish for like a second or two. We'll read this one item description that we've got to go through, and then we'll wrap up the stream and pass you all on off to someone else. So sorry that you're rating in near the end. But thank you for being here regardless. You're ending soon. I am Crusader. I'm sorry about it. I'm just feeling tired. The weather's getting to me. It's hot. I have a little bit of a headache. It's been a pretty big stream anyway. Yeah, let me grab a drink. I'll be back in just a second. So I'm just gonna vanish and let me at least have the game ambience going so you can listen to that while I'm gone for like a second or two. Anyway, yeah, see you in like 20-30 seconds. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Really do appreciate it. Very, very short break there, but we're planning on ending soon, like, anyway, so I didn't want to go for, like, a longer break. Let's see, when I catch up on the rest of the chat, see any messages that I missed. TP's in the pot says, just call my stream Elden Ring, the movie, The Return of the Ring, enhanced, unedited, deluxe 4K Blu-ray director cut. That's pretty much what this playthrough feels like. Because of how thorough we've been doing everything. Alright. Yeah, so we just picked up another cracked tier, or crystal cracked tier. I think it's a copy of one that we already have, which if you have two copies of the same crystal tier, you can just stack them with each other, but we'll take a look at it anyway. Actually, no, this one's different. Crimson Whirl Bubble Tier. A crystal tier forms slowly over the ages where the Erdtree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the flask of wondrous physic. The resulting concoction converts incoming damage into recovered HP instead. However, physical damage cannot be converted. This effect is only brief and will quickly expire. Yeah, that doesn't really interest me at all. I still like the current combination we have, which is half heal and then passive healing. Which is more than enough for me. I guess, like, I could drag on stream slightly longer, I could go and, like, upgrade my Nagakiba with the smithing stones we picked up, but I don't really feel like doing that. So, yeah, we will just get wrapped up here. So, next time on Elden Ring, which will be later in the week, we're gonna head to the Forge. We're gonna fight the boss there. I don't know what the boss is there, but I just know that there's a boss there. And then I'm guessing we're heading over to this section here, which is like the Halig tree, which we have the medallion for now, because yeah, I don't think I've missed anything here. I think I got everything. I've done all bosses, got all the lore stuff done, so if you gotta end, go for it. I could tell you this much, it is a boss. Alright. We're at the Flame Peak. Because I'm peak. It's also peak when I take care of myself. That's also pretty peak. Did I get any Steam achievements for this play session? No, but I expect if we're going to be fighting a major boss next time, then we will. Alright, let's head on over here and get stream all wrapped up. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming by to stream. Hope you all had a lovely time with some more Lumi Elden Ring. Pretty slow progress today. A lot of silly deaths, of course. But that's just how it is when the weather is killing me. Gosh, I am dreading summer streams. Like, when it actually hits summertime here in Australia. Because, yeah, God, that was rough. But, hey, we survived the stream. We got through the hero's grave. We fought all the bosses that we needed to fight for now, and we'll be back with more later in the week. Wasn't here for long. Bye, Lumi. Have a fun day. Thank you. Let me quickly just promote the socials and the Discord server. You know where to find me off stream. I post my stream schedule every single week on both Blue Sky and Discord. And I also do upload these Elden Ring VODs onto YouTube if you want to catch up on the series thus far, or if you just want to skip ahead to all the highlights, you know, when I'm actually fighting things and not reading item descriptions. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Crusader says, damn, it's almost winter here in the States. Can we trade seasons? Because, like, my body is much better when it comes to handling cold than it is heat. And I'm Australian. No, damn it. Well, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. Anyway, let me thank everyone who came by to stream support the channel. We'll talk about what we're doing across this week, and then we'll find someone to raid off into. Thank you so much for being here, Melissa. Thank you so much for being here, Moon, and thank you so much for the 10 stream streak, Moon. Thank you so much for being here, Kaz and Alex Fiedling. Thanks for being here, Friendly Crusader and 2 Peas in a Pot. Thank you so much for being here, Ominous Trout. Thank you so much for being here, Daniel Sazen. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for being here, Looney Ravenwitch. Thank you so much for being here, Isaac Anzu, Markachin, and RPG Jolie. Thank you so much for being here. Gotta keep scrolling, so many people to thank. Keep scrolling, Lumi. Thanks for being here, Bronsoa, Omeg the Great, King Desert Loner, all the other raiders coming in from Daniel. I really do appreciate it, especially since, you know, we're getting things wrapped up. Had this been later in the week when, you know, we do have longer Elden Ring streams, then I would have been completely content to keep streaming, but no, self-care is the best care, that's what I say. I gotta look after myself first and foremost. That's super important. No prob, thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. And also thank you for being here as well, Kaz, if I didn't say that already. But obviously, whether you were here for a minute, an hour, the whole stream, you're just lurking or watching the VOD. Hope you had a lovely time. So we'll be back later in the week with more Elden Ring, longer Elden Ring streams as well. But tomorrow, at the same time this stream started, we're going to be continuing on with Shovel Knight King of Cards. We are actually nearing the end of that, and I really hope that we can finish the whole Shovel Knight project before the end of the year. And then, yes, on Friday and Saturday, both at 12 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, we are continuing on with more Elden Ring. We're going to be moving on to the Halig Tree area, hopefully, after finishing the remaining boss here in the Mountaintops of the Giants. And then on Sunday at 1 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, we have more Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak with my partner Moon, which we're also nearing the end of that stream series. We actually hit the credits on Sunbreak. So there's a bit of post-game stuff that we want to do on stream, and then that'll be that stream series over and done with. So pretty much just more of the same to look forward to this week. I'm not going to apologize for the fact that I've been streaming the same 3 games for the past few months. It's just like, Elden Ring is such a long game. The Shovel Knight collection's pretty long since we're playing all of the games. And of course, Monster Hunter is very long to do as a stream series. So we've just had a lot of like really long games going on the channel at the moment. And I am enjoying them all. I'm having a great time with Elden Ring, I'm having a great time with Shovel Knight, I'm having an amazing time with Monster Hunter, but I'm definitely looking forward to when I can actually go back to streaming variety. Because I think a lot of people assume that I'm just purely a Souls and Monster Hunter streamer at this point, and I don't blame you for coming to that conclusion. I do variety, I swear, I just take a while to finish games that I play. Self-care is best care? Yeah, it is. Alright, let's see who we can raid off into. Who is live at the moment? Who is gaming? A lot of people are. And I don't know who to raid into, to be honest. I got this thing called social anxiety. Like, I know I'm a streamer and all, and that kind of, you know, being a streamer means that I talk to lots of people, especially chat. But raiding into other people is scary. Like, what if I raid in at the wrong time? Clark is playing World of Warcraft? Yeah, she's a generally safe raid. Now, what am I saying generally? She's always a safe and lovely channel to raid into. I mean, maybe I say generally because sometimes, you know, we might read it and there's something cursed going on the stream. But that's only sometimes. Yeah, let's read into Clark, because, I mean, she's also been revisiting Elden Ring recently, doing a big seamless co-op run with a bunch of friends on stream. Yeah, let's do that raid. Thank you for the suggestion, Crusader. Definitely makes it easier when someone just says, oh hey, this streamer that you follow is live. Alright, there we go. Raid is up and going. Please have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're in the world, everyone. Make sure to stretch and hydrate plenty, as I did throughout the stream. Take your meds in case you've forgotten. And the moral of this stream is, firstly, that Erdtree Barrier watchdogs can suck my dick. I hate them so much. And secondly, that yes, self-care is the best care. Make sure to stay warm during wintertime as it approaches for people in the Northern Hemisphere, and for people in the Southern Hemisphere, such as myself, good luck. Good luck to myself. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this summer. No, but I'll survive, somehow. Somehow I will survive. Alright, that's enough for me. I will see you all tomorrow for Shovel Knight, and later in the week for more Elden Ring. I'm really excited to make some more progress. But yes, until then, take care. It's raid time, baby. Oh yeah! And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!